Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Coin ZEE Collection, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins and their incredible stories. Today, we're going to explore something truly extraordinary, a coin that, despite being just a humble 5-cent piece, could be worth an astonishing $5 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single 1983 nickel with a twist has the potential to fetch a price that would blow your mind. Now let's start with the basics. The 1983 5-cent coin, commonly known as a nickel. Produced by the United States Mint, this coin is part of the famous Jefferson Nickel series that has been in circulation since 1938. On the front of the coin, we see a portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, and on the back, there's the depiction of Jefferson's home, Monticello. But what makes this specific year, 1983, so special? Well, it's not what you might think. In 1983, most of the coins produced were made of a copper-nickel blend, as we're accustomed to seeing. However, some experts believe that a very limited number of 1983 nickels were accidentally struck with a completely different metal composition, copper instead of the usual copper-nickel alloy. These rare copper alloy 1983 nickels were supposedly minted when a small amount of leftover copper blanks were mistakenly used in the production process. Now, this error wasn't spotted right away, and it wasn't until a few years later that collectors started to notice something strange when they checked their change. Imagine this. You're casually going through your coins, and you notice that one of your 1983 nickels has a distinct weight. It's heavier than the typical nickel, because copper weighs more than the copper-nickel blend used for the majority of coins minted that year. You also notice that the color is different. It's got a reddish tint, hinting at the copper content. This was the first clue that something rare and exciting might be hiding in your collection. Coins are often valued based on several factors: the year, the mint mark, condition, and most importantly, their metal composition. When a coin is struck from a different metal than intended, this is called a minting error, and such errors can dramatically increase the coin's value, sometimes to astronomical amounts. Now, how much can these rare copper 1983 nickels actually be worth? Well, estimates suggest that one of these rare copper nickels could fetch anywhere from a few $1,000s to a staggering $5 million at auction. But what's the reason behind such a high valuation? Let's break it down. Coin errors have always fascinated collectors and investors. Whether it's an off-center strike, a double die, or a wrong metal mix, errors like these can lead to one-of-a-kind coins that become highly sought after by the numismatic community. In the case of the 1983 copper nickel, the rarity of the coin is due to the extremely small number of them ever being produced. Many experts believe only a handful of these copper coins exist today, and they are prized by collectors around the world. However, it's not just the metal that makes these coins valuable. Condition plays a huge role in how much a coin can be worth. Coins are graded based on their quality, from poor P1 to mint state MS 70. Coins in pristine condition, especially those with an error, are much more valuable than ones that have been worn or damaged. The higher the grade, the more a coin will sell for. If a copper 1983 nickel were to receive a grade of MS 65 or higher, it could very well be valued in the millions. With only a few of these coins potentially existing, finding one in mint condition is the key to unlocking its true worth. Now, let's imagine the scenario. You've got this rare 1983 copper nickel in perfect condition, and it goes up for auction. Coin collectors, investors, and numismatists from all around the world would be clamoring to get their hands on it. And with the right buyer in the room, it could fetch an astronomical price. $5 million, or even more. These rare coins don't just pop up in your everyday pocket change, though. In fact, most of these copper nickels have been locked away in private collections or held by major numismatic organizations. So, how do you even go about finding one? Well, the first step is to always keep an eye on your pocket change. While it's highly unlikely you'll stumble upon a 1983 copper nickel, it's always a good idea to check your change and examine your coins closely. The silver half dime, equal to 5 cents, was issued from 1792 to 1873 before today's cupronickel version. The American Civil War caused economic hardship, driving gold and silver from circulation. In response, in place of low-value coins, the government at first issued paper currency. In 1865, Congress abolished the 5-cent fractional currency note after Spencer M. Clark, head of the Currency Bureau, today the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, placed his own portrait on the denomination. After the successful introduction of 2-cent and 3-cent pieces without precious metal, Congress also authorized a 5-cent piece consisting of base metal. The mint began striking this version in 1866. The initial design of the shield nickel was struck from 1866 until 1883, then was replaced by the Liberty Head nickel. The Buffalo nickel was introduced in 1913 as part of a drive to increase the beauty of American coinage. The nickel is minted in its modern form as the Jefferson Nickel, which was first introduced in 1938. In 2004 and 2005, special Jefferson Nickel designs in honor of the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition were issued. In 2006, the mint reverted to using Jefferson Nickel designer Felix Schlag's original reverse, or tails side, although a new obverse by Jamie Franke was substituted. During fiscal year 2020, it cost more than 7 cents to produce a nickel wink with a frown one. The mint is exploring the possibility of reducing cost by using less expensive metals. In 2018, over 1.26 billion nickels were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. And if you're really serious about hunting rare coins, start researching coin dealers and numismatic auctions. You never know when one of these gems might appear. To recap, the 1983 5-cent coin, the nickel, holds a hidden secret, a potential handful of coins struck from copper, making them incredibly rare and valuable. While most of us are familiar with the standard 1983 nickels, these copper errors are the true treasures, and they could fetch millions of dollars in the right market. So, always check your change, because you never know what you might find. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope this video has inspired you to dive deeper into the world of rare coins and to appreciate the incredible value that lies in these tiny little pieces of history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe my YouTube channel Old Coin ZEE Collection, the channel for more amazing stories about the world of numismatics. Until next time, happy hunting and keep collecting.